It is a beautiful day, and we are reunited with Libby.
Yep.
The Liberty, she's looking good, other than a little bit of bird shit on the side. That's nice. All right, we're all hooked up, ready to hit the road. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm kind of glad to have our E23 back after having our 13. We've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And we're still in chit chats about like what can be done, what can't be done, and anything can be done with enough money.
Right.
But I loved the color of Ellie the E13.
Yep.
Our blue, love it, but it's a little dark.
Yep.
You know, we'll see. Maybe we change that in the future. Although I was looking, every time we're here, we're like, oh, that would be nice, that would be nice, that would be nice, right? They're all nice. Let's be real. Yeah. Look at this green. It kind of reminds me of like a like vegetable green, right?
Like an olive green kind of.
Olive green.
It's
maybe
very
olive
pretty.
drab.
We actually know who owns this one.
Who owns it?
We have a member who this belongs to.
Oh, well, she's a pretty trailer. Look at that. Oh, it's nice. Oh, she got the solar too, and the armless awning. Very interesting. A little 19 here. We have not tried out a 19. Might have to do that in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, she's picking this up and taking it straight to the rally.
Oh, okay. Which, spoiler alert, we are going to the rally.
Yep.
So we thought we would be like the first people there. We're a day early. No, we're like
2 days early, technically.
2 days early?
A half early.
Something like that. Well, apparently we've been beat. There's other folks, you were just checking on the forum, there's other folks that are there. They're excited. We forgot to close that window. They're excited. They're already hanging out.
Yeah.
There's folks from Escape that are already there and hanging out.
Yep.
I didn't realize how big of a thing this is. Oh, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. So this is exciting.
We gotta stop at the grocery store, get some food to take on our way.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hit the road.
Yep. So yeah, our fridge is completely empty. Yeah, it'll be nice to have something to share. Oh, we need desserts to share apparently.
A dessert to share for the barbecue, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So let's hit the road. We're all hooked up. Let's go. Wow, what a view. Oh man, right from a rest area here. Oh, it's good to have our rig back. There was a landslide here, January 9th, 1965.
Apparently it was unusual and there was an earthquake that triggered it.
Yeah. So, here's a little information here. It's very interesting. 2 earthquakes that morning with epicenters in the Nicolum Valley area. The second of those was at 6:58, the approximate time the big slide occurred. The new highway and this viewpoint are built on the slide debris, approximately 55 meters above the original ground level. Fascinating.
That's insane.
Man, yeah, beautiful area out here. And yeah, you can see some of the, I'm sure this is.
You can look up, just go look up the mountain and it's from the top.
Also, we never see rest areas with chargers, but here you go, electric chargers for EVs.
I think this highway is a little more remote in terms of like amenities along the way, and so this kind of makes sense, I guess.
There you go. If you're wondering how our transmission is doing, for something like this, where generally we're staying in 5th and 6th gear, those aren't really affected, which is great. They're not super rough. They're pretty smooth there. Through the city, especially unloaded, it's bad. It's you know, it's just really rough shifting. The issue where we were going 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 when it should have been locked in 1st gear, not an issue anymore. Like that hasn't occurred again. But yeah, sometimes it'll slam into, you know, or we put it in park earlier and we heard like a kind of like a something was still moving when it went into park. So these are just issues. The whining noise doesn't seem to be in the 1st gear, right? When we let the accelerator, it doesn't seem to be as bad. For whatever, or it's not as noticeable, or we're getting used to it. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, the rough shifting just isn't not acceptable, but it's not as bad on the freeway. So one thing though, we were actually told that our warranty did not apply in Canada. And the interesting thing is that's not true. So Stellantis, maybe the gal just didn't know, I'm assuming positive intent. while you are traveling anywhere in North America, so US or Canada, where you're traveling, your warranty still applies. Because we're still under the powertrain warranty, and then we have an extended, business, whatever. Still applies, so as long as our vehicle stays registered in the States, we're good. So we've actually set an appointment for June 1st at a local dealer here. So after the rally, we are actually gonna head back over, and yeah, that'll be, we'll see. They're not gonna give us a loaner, which is kind of a bummer, whatever. But yeah, not a big deal though. We'll see if these guys can help. Maybe the folks in Canada, maybe they have to have better technicians that, because there's less CDJRs to work on trucks and, whatever. So maybe they know more though, I don't know. I gotta say, I'm still disappointed in Finley Ram. I gotta say, not to just throw shade at them. They were very hospitable, but I'm so disappointed in our experience. But yeah, we have that appointment. We are still, of course, I think we already told them, we got a new truck on the way. Mm-hmm. We're looking forward to it, but I also want to pass this on to somebody. If we sell it privately in as best condition as possible, I also don't necessarily, as much as we can control, if we decide to trade it in, I don't want to run the risk of the dealership not realizing what's going on, and then somebody else gets this issue, and then maybe the warranty doesn't cover it at that point, or whatever. That would be really crummy, especially because they're expensive trucks, and it's still going to be expensive after it's resold by the dealership. So that's kind of where we're at with it. But yeah, as freeway driving, it seems to be fine. Temps are pretty solid here. Like right now, the temperature's at 168, running a 67 miles an hour, 105 kilometers an hour. Yeah, fuel economy is not really affected, but I will say our tires though, they need to be replaced soon, and I'm hoping that we can trade in. We can last without replacing them, and we can trade in and they'll replace them, because I don't want to spend that money right now. They can get a better deal than we can. So, anyways, what a beautiful drive, and I'm feeling a huge sense of relief being back in our rig. And we're going to this rally, and people are so excited. A lot of folks from Escape, the workers at Escape, directors, and all them, they're all going, and that's really exciting. Like, I just love, this is what it's all about. Emma's pretty excited.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this. We've never been to a rally at all. Kind of a big deal. This is home for the next few evenings. What, 4 days or something like that?
Yeah, 4 nights, 4.5-ish days by now.
I think this is the biggest RV site we've ever had. And you guys know we are not campground / RV park people. This is a huge pad.
Yeah, it is.
For pretty dang level. Obviously, it's just slightly sloped, which is a great thing. All of our essentials are in perfect positions over there, so no complaints about that. And then we're all set up. Got our awning out, just because I wish you could feel the weather. There's a slight breeze.
It's beautiful though.
Oh
Perfect
man,
temperature.
I think it's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, hardly a cloud in the sky.
No, this is great, and we're sort of in a desert. I think it's sort of a desert heat type.
I think it's deserty, yeah.
I don't know how they describe it even in Washington, because I grew up on the green side of Washington.
It's dry.
But it's like a drier climate. I'm sure it gets really hot out in the
There are lots of
summer.
escape friends here already, and there are lots more coming tomorrow.
Dude, it is quite something, actually. So, and we're all scattered throughout, and I don't know, because I thought all of this was going to be.
This is all going to be filled. That's all going to be filled, and all down the lakeside is going to be filled. There's going to be like over 100 escapes here.
Yeah. Here's a funny thing. So, we've had, what, 4 or 5 different couples recognize us. I thought it was funny that there were some folks that actually recognized us, because usually we're not recognized, even though I feel like there's something about me. It's hard to like...
You're very unforgettable looking.
I don't know why that would be, but I don't know that anybody knows or cares, and, you know. But anyway, it's a funny, for the first time, people are like, I've seen your videos, and I'm like, they're like, Cozy something or other. I'm like, yes.
Yep, that's it.
That's funny.
We affectionately go by Cozy.
Cozy, yeah. So we've got a lot coming up, actually. So one thing I think they do here is they actually share, like people can share each other's rigs, like show what you modded and things like that.
Yeah, there's
just
like an
chats.
open house, and then there's like little like walk around, and like people do like little like talks at their trailers about what they did, and then there's like larger like community talks where like one person gets up and talks
about
everybody.
How to change a tire, solar. For us, it's going to be sort of our channel and all of our history RVing, which is kind of cool. See if anybody cares. And boondocking. I think that's our real thing.
Our real thing is boondocking.
But like how it's adapted, because I think for a lot of folks, it's you know, if you've never done it, you don't know.
Right.
So. And
then I know that like there's going to be like a cookout together, and then like a breakfast, and then there's going to be like people are going to do like a swap meet kind of thing, where if you have anything you want to get rid of, you can put it out, and people can come shop at different trailers.
You know, and I'm looking forward to the barbecue. That's all. You know, I love a good barbecue.
He loves a good.
Or I guess it's a grilling.
It's a grill. It's like a hamburger hot dog situation.
We did put our solid steps back in. This is a great spot for it. And the Colt says hi. He's a good boy.
Get that bird digging a hole.
Oh, is that a quail?
It kind of looks like a quail.
Or I guess I don't know. He's building a nest right there. Look at that. That's interesting. Right in the sand there. How funny is that?
We have this tub out because I had to quickly pull all of our stuff out of the E13 so they could clean it up to bring it here. And so I threw all our stuff in a tub, so I have to unload this tub back into our trailer, so we gotta kind of like move back in.
It's disorienting. Being like, when you have all your stuff with you all the time, you're never like, where's this or that, really?
I feel really frazzled right now. Like today I feel like very frazzled in general, and I think
disoriented, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of think part of it's that like I just don't feel like everything's settled in our house.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it. So I'm like itching to get it all put away.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a different feeling being in something so large again. And I'm kind of glad we had that reset of like, could be smaller. And we're like, we got a good size.
Yeah.
But I will say, we're kind of weird. I feel like you're more social than me. Like you can just kind of buzz around, and I'm somebody who I don't do small talk. I go way too deep, way too fast, and it's very awkward for people. So I just sort of like live in my own world of, whatever.
Actually really funny because today Joel was the social butterfly, and I kind of like sat back and I was like, oh, okay, this is a lot.
Well, and I think it's so when I worked in IT, like we could talk all day, inevitably everything devolves into politics, and then it's just an interesting like values and this and that. So but I've learned that's not socially appropriate, especially in some areas, but it's kind of funny. So I'm like, I'm not good at this, but you know that like everybody here super social.
Yeah.
So and people are friendly. People are so friendly, so maybe I'll learn quick. I'm a quick learner.
You are.
I don't know, we'll see. But there are a ton of like farms and all that, and that's a river right down there, right?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like wineries and breweries around here, and I think that's like a draw, is that like you can drink a lot around here. I think last year the theme of the escape rally was actually like escape to cloud wine.
Yeah.
So like very like winery centric, but this year it's mixtape something.
I realize like some people have either just jumped in and like, hey, I'm gonna watch, or some people have forgotten we actually don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
So. That's an interesting.
So we got a nice case of Fresca that we can drink.
About to pop that. Pop some cans. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow we'll take a little tour through and check out all the escapes. There's a lot.
I think we'll have to do it multiple times throughout the day though, because people are going to be coming in all day long, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is a lot of fun. But we're here, what we thought was early. This is apparently, it's not early enough.
We're like right on time, it feels like.
It feels like everybody's here, man. Anyways. Thanks for watching, guys. Got a lot more coming up. See you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.